Hi, I'm Jessica, and I will be reading a scene from Lynn Nottage's Ruined. It isn't his baby. It's the child of a monster. And there's no telling what it will be. Now, he's willing to forgive me. And is it that simple, Sophie? But what happens when the baby is born? Will he be able to forgive the child? Will I? And even if I do, I don't think I'll be able to forgive him. I walked into that family compound, expecting wide, open arms, and embrace. 5 months suffering. I suffered every single second of it. And my family gave me the back of their heads. And he, the man that I loved since I was 14, chased me away with a green switch. He beat my ankles raw. And I dishonored him. I dishonored him. Where was he? Buying a pot. He was too proud to bear my shame. But he wasn't too proud to protect me from it. Let him sit in the rain.
My name is Ofer Shefer, and I'm doing a monologue of Eddie Carbone from A View from a Bridge. The guy ain't right, Mr. Alfieri. I mean, he ain't right. Did you ever get a look at him? He's a blonde guy. Like platinum, you see what I mean? If you close the paper fast, you could blow the man over. Wait, Mr. Alfieri. I want to say something. He thinks, which I have no problem with, but sometimes it's a note. I turned around, I mean, hi. See what I mean? If a man came into the house and he didn't know who's singing, he wouldn't be looking for him. He would be looking for her. Please, Mr. Alfieri, I'm trying to bring out my thoughts here. A couple of nights ago, my niece, she brings out a dress which is too small for her because she shot up like a light this last year. So he takes the dress. He lays it on the table. He cuts it up. 1, 2, 3, makes a new dress. He was so sweet there. Like an angel, I could kiss him. He was so sweet. Mr. Alfieri, they are laughing at him on the piers. Paper doll, they call him. Blondie now. His father thinks it's because he got a sense of humor, which he's got, but that ain't what they are laughing at. Which they won't come out with because they know he's my relative, which they have to see me if they take a crack, you know? But I know what they are laughing at. And when I think of that guy laying his hands on her, I could. Because I struggle for that girl. Now he comes in my house and Mr. Alfieri, you mean to say that there is no law that a guy which ain't right can take a job and marry a girl?
My name is Agabata Jennifer, and I'll be performing a monologue piece by Kelvin Mary Undukwe titled Kainene. Don't look at me like that. It's not fair. Stop, Kanayo. Stop, please. Look, I had no idea he was infected at the time. And you know this thing ended long before we met. Don't look away like that. Listen, this conversation is hard enough for me. And yes, I should not be demanding, but I am sorry. Look, I didn't think I was infected at the time. I didn't even know. I had no idea. So that's it. It's fine. No, Kanayo, it's fine. I need to leave. I would not have intentionally plunged myself in HIV. Look, if I knew he had HIV, I'm not sure how I would have handled it. But I am sure I would not have messed up your perfect life. Take care. Thank you.
I ain't fucking having it. Too many times over the years, these little fuckers have sold me substandard weed and I ain't having it. I'm talking about a little situation I found myself in back in March. Remember back in March when all the talk was about London possibly going on a lockdown and people were proper panicking over the corona thing? It was a fearful time. A sense of dread, even I could feel it in the air. A man needed to get some weed, some proper weed, you get me? I'd already bought a 3.5 at the beginning of the week. And yeah, even though I ended up smoking it all, something about it wasn't right. When you've been smoking for as long as I have, you can always tell. Anyway, so this time I ring Tico, a different dude who I know, who I hadn't dealt with in a while, but I checked with him first. So when I rang him up, I asked him, I said, yo, are you live and proper, brother? Because the man done been selling me some lame weed lately. So if your things are proper, then come check me in it. But if it ain't all that, then drop me out. I'll call you next time, innit? He goes to me, big man things, yeah? Now, I've got to tell you, when the man them preface a statement with big man things, it means that what they're about to say next should be taken with the utmost grown-upness. Big man things, yeah? I've got the Sonic, Cosmic, Buddha, Taliban, Gangster, Galactic Ganja. You get me? Me have the pen. I'm like, yeah, is it? Now, I get easy gas. I said, well, you better bring that Congo boy, innit? He goes, how much do you want? I tell him 3.5. Say nothing. He responds, yeah, all right, but how long? 20 minutes. Tops, he says. All right, cool. 45 minutes later, he rings my phone. I'm like, where are you, bro? Go, man, been waiting all 1 hour for you. He says, I'm outside, bro. I'm like, oh, okay. I let him in. He shows me 3 fat 3.5 bags with purpley green, potent looking bugs. I snapped one. I bung him the 30 quid and he's out the door. Wicked! I get my tub with my Rizzlers. I get my grinder, my tobacco, etc. I open up the bag of weed. I give it a little sniff. No fucking smell. Whatso fucking ever. Somebody tell somebody I ain't fucking having it. Right back on the blower. Yo, Tico, yo, brother. You need to run. Listen, brother. I ain't feeling this blood clot weed, brother. You need to run back my 30 quid. And he's like, what are you talking about, unks? I'm like, I fucking told you, didn't I? I ain't smoking no shit fucking weed. And he's like, nothing wrong with that weed, unks. But I don't want to hear it. Tico, allow all the talk business, brother. Just run back my blood clot pee so I can call the next man, innit? Ding! He hangs up on me. 5 minutes later, he dings my phone. I open the front door. He marches in past me into the flat. He's acting proper offended, mumbling and complaining. There's nothing wrong with this weed, unks, man. Everyone loves this weed. My phone don't stop ringing. You're the only one complaining. You're getting paranoid, uncle. Uncle, you're getting all paranoid. I'm telling you, uncle, you see this weed? This weed is proper. There's no fucking smell of it, bruv, I tell him. He pops open an ounce bag in front of my face. What? No smell? He says. I do a deep inhale. Nothing. I give him the type of look you give someone when you suspect they're taking you for a see you next Tuesday. There is absolutely no smell, I tell him again. You've got a load of dud weed, bruv. Now he wants to start shouting. You can't fucking smell that! I shout back at him. No, smell what? Smell what? I say to him. Smell what when there's no fucking smell? You're telling me about smell this. And don't be fucking shouting at me in my own yard. He lowers his voice. Uncle, are you really telling me that you can't smell that? I take the bag off him and I almost bury my face in it. I look at him. I say, yo, either you're taking a piss or I've all of a sudden lost my sense of smell. He spots my Poundland aftershave on the bookshelf. He says, oh, I've got the same one. He grabs it. Doesn't ask me or anything. He just grabs it and sprays it in the air. Can you smell that? I'm totally confused because I can't smell nothing. I go out on the balcony and I pick up one of my jogging trainers. There's a reason I keep them on the balcony. I give it a sniff. Nothing. I go into the kitchen. I open the fridge door. I grab the coffee. That's the strongest smelly stuff in my flat. I open it. Fuck! Brother! I say to him, brother, I've lost my sense of smell. I've got no smell. He goes, rare. There's a name for that. He gets out his phone and he's blotting his thumb around his phone. He goes, right, anosmia. He reads, anosmia is a complete loss of smell and hyposmia is a partial loss of smell. Okay, so you've got anosmia, he announces unnecessarily. I'm like, fuck. What, does it say what causes it? He goes on reading, changes in sense of smell are often caused by a cold or flu, sinusitis like an allergy, like hay fever, growths in the nose. I get a sudden thought. It don't say nothing about the corona thing, does it? This guy can move his thumbs faster than I can think. Right, a loss or change to your sense of smell or taste could be coronavirus. Self-isolate and get advice from the 111 coronavirus service. He looked at me. You got fucking coronavirus. He backs away and he's getting out his hand gel. Look, here's a 30 quid, unks. You can keep that drawer. Let me out of here. I'm like, raw. Tico, bro, sorry, man. Oh, no, take your money. And he's like, it's only since I've known you, since I was high. Why I even bothered entertaining you? About you telling me about no smell. What, no smell? And I'm like, no, seriously, bro. No disrespect, yeah? It's best to keep on good old terms with the young people on the side. I'm saying, brother, No disrespect, you know that. I'm going like, fuck, I've got corona. I've fucking got corona. He goes, Unks, open the front door and let me out of here, man. I do as he asks. Later, yeah, Unks. And he walks off and he shouts back over his shoulder, and call the doctor, innit? Uncle Errol, with a little piece I wrote called Symptom, which was about how I found out how I got corona. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Yeoman Smith, and I will be reading a piece from Wole Soyinka's play The Lion and the Jewel. A prophet has honor except in his own home. Wise men have been called mad before me, and after many more shall be so abused. But to answer you, the measure is not entirely of my own coinage. What I boast of is known in Lagos, that city of magic. In Badagry, where the Saro women bathe in gold. Even in smaller towns, less than 12 miles from here. Sidi, a man must prepare to fight alone. But it helps if he has a woman to stand by him. A woman who can understand. Like you. Sidi, my love will open your mind like the chaste leaf in the morning before the sun touches it. Nonsense! Nonsense! Do you hear? Does anybody listen? Can the stones bear to listen to this? You call it nonsense that I pour the waters of my soul to wash your feet. Wasted, wasted. Sidi, my heart bursts into flowers of my love. But you and the dead of this village, you trample on it with feet of ignorance. Oh, Sidi. Sidi, vow to me your own undying love. And I will scorn the jibes of these bush minds who know no better. Swear, Sidi, swear. Swear you will be my wife. And I will move the earth, the heavens, and the 9 hells.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm Bello Dawa, and I'm doing a monologue from Librarian Girl by Dina. I need your help. I said I would wait until the commander goes away in the morning. But I can't wait anymore. And you are the only one I can ask. Since I've been here, no rest, no nothing. All I'm doing is working every hour till I weak. And they just be beating and insulting me. It's harder for girls, and you know that. Here, they treat us as if we're nothing. As if they got no murder. All night. Some of them come and they use us for for mommy and daddy business. And I know you hear us when we're screaming. Before this place, I never knew of those. Nothing. But now I feel like I'm older than my years. But I need you. And if you don't help me, I'm finished in this place. Just give me a chance. Huh? Give me a chance. And anything you want me to do, I can do it for you. I can wash your clothes and I can cook your food. There will be no trouble. No. Not like the commander's wives asking for money or for clothes. And I will never leave you. Eh? This one I can promise you. Oh, all I want is for you to give me peace. Take up the girls as you want. Just please let me rest for some time. Eh?
Hi, my name is Caleb Obadiah, and I will be doing a monologue from B is for Black by Courtney Newland. Kate, stop! You're being preposterous and you know it. Maybe you never thought you'd married a culture as well as myself, but I did. I have never been allowed to forget it. Read these books, eat these foods, discuss your politics. Yes, Kate, you married a culture as well as a man. And what bothers me at this point is my realization that you expected something else. Don't feel bad, darling. It's not just you. It seems that everybody thought that because I was kind, good-natured, honest, that somehow translated into me being different from the rest of my race. That the things that happened thousands of years ago and continue to happen right to this day weren't happening at all. Because they weren't happening to me. That I could carry my schooling and white wife like a free pass into the world and turn a blind eye. Maybe you should learn to feel as the real world does, outside your ivory towers of wine bars, members-only restaurants, oh, and opera. Maybe you'll get it then. What it feels like to have someone chastise who you are and what you do. Maybe you'll start to look around and see all the black people cast as gun criminals in the news, sex objects or idiots in soaps, madmen or drug addicts in documentaries, whilst our singers and songwriters are reduced to puppets who only get the limelight so long as they pretend it's not happening. Maybe when you see that, you'll understand that the way you feel when you read that book is the way most of us feel every single day of our lives. Kate, you say you're not racist. You are! We see your father every week without fail, but months. Months could go past without seeing anyone from my family, and you don't notice. I mean, you said it yourself. We've never had any black friends in the time we've known each other, and up until recently, you had not noticed that either. Worst of all, Kate, was the way you reacted to Amani. When you finally got close to a real black woman. Like the wife of a plantation owner scared her husband might seek favor from his slave. I was the whitest black man you'd ever met, wasn't I, Kate? Your father wouldn't have it any other way. I love you, Kate. I'll never stop loving you.